These trophies that in Smash, well, probably in Smash. Alright, first of all, hold up, gun guy. So it's this guy, that's gun gunning, and depending which on team you're at, the color would change. But depending what player you're at, well, if it's not a team, then it would also change colors. So for the first appearance, it would be this. Second appearance is that. Third appearance, fourth appearance, fifth appearance, sixth appearance, seventh appearance, eighth appearance, ninth appearance, and 10th appearance. These are the appearance that if you use it again, then it would be like this. But that would just be in one match. In another match, it would just restart the cycle. So the attack that it's using is bullets, like what it looks like in a game. So, and also each hit would be a coin. And the last hit of all of them is just this. You take off his hat and then spin it. Well, this is kind of like a Smash original one, but I couldn't think anything else for its last attack. We'll just take off his hat and then spin it. If you're Mario. Like, if there's anything about that character that could have been, like, if you're Mario, then it would do that, or Luigi, and it would do that. But it's just the other characters. It was just the characters to fit their style. Sometimes with Mario and Luigi, they would spin their hats and then shoot. The next one could be called two things. If Barbarian is a Smash from, well, Supercell, it would be called Barbarian's Lord Mobile, or if it doesn't include that character, then it will be just called Barbarian. So for Barbarian, it would have two attacks. One which is a slash, which he would move for like this. And then the second one is just a swipe. This will probably be in Smash. Another thing is just like, it's just an archer. Sometimes it's an archer. If it's an archer, then it would just use an archer. If it's a sword fighter, then it would just use a sword. Well, who's ever spawned it. And if it's a brawler, then it would just be random, not a brawler. And it's now time for Evany. So this game, he doesn't attack. And for some reason, I got 3 attacks. Evany doesn't attack, but some of the things does. So first of all, you know this creature, right? Well, that would be 2 attacks. I said 3, but I meant 4. So first of all, if you're far away, if you're a hammer fighter, if you're far away, then, if you're a hammer fighter, the axe would spawn on him. If you're far away, then he would do a slash, but this time like that, a stretch. And then if you're far away, that means it would just do a swipe, or 2 times like that. And then if you're close, then they would just do a slash. A slash in both ways, like that. The next one is crab. The crab would be looking like this. For some reason, he has a knife. So, I don't think I had this one yet, but with his knife, he would poke up. And, yes, I'm not thinking about, balls would get poked, but that means you're instantly killed. Would actually just do this and then this. For its second attack, it would just pinch him, which would lead him to throws. First of all, its forward throw, it's kind of like a down throw. It would just throw him forward, and its down throw would just be the same, but instead it would slide like that. And then for its back throw, well, pinch. There would be 2 pinchers, 1 right here and then 2 right here. They just throw backwards. And then where it's up, throw, well, he would poke a knife on him. This would be slow motion onto the opponent that you throwed, and then he would throw him down. Slash him down. Alright, now time for the next one. Fish, Lord. Fisher. So this would be fishing food. And yes, this isn't useless. So, for fishing food, a cat would bring out and fish for something in the water while she be close into the water that she'll be. It gotta be at least in the water. So he would fish down, and also that would be you controlling. If you're Mario, you would go down, the fish would go down, and then when you press B, then that would be up, and then that would throw backwards wherever you at. Whoever spawned it would throw it backwards. And that's because, this probably doesn't happen in this game, but that's cool. That's would be useless if it was just like the one in this game. So if the stage doesn't have water, then it would just be do it on space, off a stage where you can't see it. That would bring fruit. If it doesn't have space too, like only the stage and not like this, then that would lead the fisher cat grabs. They would use that one, or the fisher would use that one. And no, it's not the fisher cat. The fisher cat would grab somebody, and no, it's like not the normal ones. It would grab it would be like when someone grabbed them. So, like that. Well, this is based on the fish. So first of all, his grabs, well, then he would just stand up. When you're grabbing somebody and then pummel in it, or up throw, or any throw, or pummels, or grabs, that's what the cat would do, whoever spawned it. So, for the pummel, we'll just do this. Yes. The opponent would turn into a fish. So, and for his up throw, we throw him up, and also backwards. We'll throw him up, including the fishing rod, backwards, and that would lead other people to eat. When you eat them, that means that's an insta-kill. This back throw would just be the same, but except turning backwards. And wherever you're at, it would be that, but backwards. And then, if your teammate's close, then that would be it. And then, for throw, we'll just search for another food to catch on, because that's what it'd be. And then for its down throw, well, it would spin in circles. And also you could attack these, but that's 10 damage extra. And then fish them down, and then jumps like this. Alright, next one is Archery Battle 3D. So for this one, it would just be so first of all, the target is whoever's close to him, not backwards. And then he would use a bow and arrow, and then shoot at him, of course, like in the game. The next one would be Robin the Quick Shooter, which I just added his full name there, just in case if there's no other game name with that and character. So for this, it would use any weapon. Yeah, I'm just kidding. So for this, he would have a bow and arrow and then shoot whoever's the opponent closest. So, Drawmaster. Robin is also in that too. So, how would this work? Well, find something with him. So, how does this work? Well, you just literally literally the same thing. If you're like the video that I made today, what if they were in Smash better than Steve? Change your moves. I think that was the stand special, right? Is that as fun Smash? I think I added change your moves in that. So, I mean, as in like for its stand special, if you hold it, then that's what it would come with. Change your moves. So like that would change your moves. If you spawn it, then that would change the bow and arrow move, or just add more bow and arrows. Now Om. I feel like this is like a useless one because would be So spawning him, what I was thinking, like the useless one would just be him eating the candy from the game. Though, well, unless if it's cute to you, then that would be a distraction to pet it. Because if you press I on it, that's literally just petting it. So, I guess that could work, but that just doesn't happen in this games. So, for it would just be a maze. I mean, it would just be like in the games where it would have an obstacle for Om to get it. But except he would blow it to you. Whoever laid it. So, for this to happen, I mean, if you're doing a 9 level one, it would just do a 9 level one, the hardest one. Sorry. And then it depends on the CPU. If they're not the same, then that would be just like 8. And if the other opponent is 3, it's the second CPU, how hard he is. If there's no CPUs, then it would just lead to like the start of the game, and if you do it again, it would be level 2 of the game. So Harry Potter is here because he has his own game, and I don't think he'll be able to make it as a fighter. So for this, he would be on a broom and then fly. Well, that's not his only attack. That's his air attack, or his final attack, you could say. So for this, it would just be the magic attacks in its games. I don't really. Well, if it's far away, then I would use a far away attack. That could be far away. Or, like, if it's a close, you could hit it close into them, then it would be close into that. Now, the next one is Talking Tom. So when the only thing that would be there is when you pet him, then that would be a distraction for them, because that means if you press any button, you're literally stuck there. Unless if you press the smash button backwards, if he's backwards and forwards. I'm sorry. Backwards and then forwards. When you pet him, it would transform into this, and he would run after you. If he dashed into you, this is kind of like Sonic, then you would be like bumped out like that. While in a superhero outfit, in Talking Tom Gold Run, he would also have a skateboard, which would lead him to faster phases. I mean, how fast he is in that game. Now for Zombie Catcher, I don't think that's a zombie because that's literally on screen. This would be the player. I mean, this would be the assist trophy, and this would be the grab. So for it, he would shoot it, and then it would grab someone, it would grab it back to them. For its pump, I mean, like, if you got it on a far away, a lot of these types of grabs got it far away. Or if you're close away. They're different. So far away pummel would just lead to like a bump. If you pummel them and pummel them close at the same time, then that would be its fourth row. And for its fourth row close, then it would just swing them forwards. For its back row, it would extend a little bit in the air and then throw them back. This could be a meteor smash for any attack that is proven with the catcher. And now for its down throw. For this far away, actually its back throw far away would just be like even more farther. This could leave into some stocks dead when it's this part, and then down. This would be more farther this way. And now for its down throw. So when it's close, then it would just for its down throw far away, then it would just snap the opponent up here and then unleash it when it's snatched out. When it's come back, and then he would drop it. Close away would just be a spin, and for almost the first spin, it would be like that. So like this, like that. If you did a grab and a pummel, that's what it would be. And throws. Don't forget those too. And then white Bomber from Bomber Friends. I think this is what he looks like. And so it would just be in the game, like the game. So, and the last one is Hello Kitty Footstay. I don't know the other ones. So it would actually have a lot of attacks. I don't know how much. So first attack, it would just be the blender shake. It would shake back and forth until it explodes, but you don't choose the ingredients. That would be a far away attack. And then for its other attack, well, it's a nail throw. I don't need to just say that. And then for its other attacks, well, see this? She would throw her phone away. Sometimes make the breaking sound and break. And then after that, my talking Hello Kitty, which just, you would be able to pet her. And if you pet her, the attack that she's going to use for her distraction will just throw this entire thing, which would just be a high knockback, but not that much damage. Since all the fruits in there, it would be a lot of damage too, probably. Would be 10 damage each. And then around the world, which would be its attack its final attack, which would just fly on this helicopter. Fly on her helicopter till she's right here. Have I done attack that yet? Probably. It's just literally the same as this game. He would swipe it.